How we doing, guys? We're back. I can't believe Riv, what is that? Riv, what is that? I see that no coffee. And another drive failure causing the rebuild. What is what? Don't you give me that look. Oh, but we do have a Fat Beans Coffee Lab. Hey, I've had this coffee before. How we doing, Brian? Speak of the devil. How we doing? A big shout out to Fat Beans Coffee Lab. Brian on there makes some fantastic stuff. Brian, I've got to say, I love the QR code. Love the QR code. It is such a great addition to this. I think it's amazing. I love it. 10 out of 10 idea. I implemented it immediately into my stream. Love the idea. But we do have a Peru Yanatile. Maybe? Sure? Question mark? But what we're looking for is fudgy, nutty taste with a hint of smoky. Sure, he says. Yeah, that works. Beautiful. Lovely. But as you can tell, if you guys want a closer look, if you can't quite see the taste notes, feel free to scan that QR code. You can get it on your phone, up close and personal. Make it as big as you need to. I'm looking at you, Pops. That way you don't have to hold your phone like all the way out. Maybe get the guy next to you to hold it out there for you. I am really looking forward to this. You can really smell the fudge coming off of it, just with it sitting here. Where's B? I'm working on it, Riv. I'm working on it. These people, you can't keep any of them happy. I'm telling you, Brian. Can't keep any of them happy. But Brian at Fat Beans Coffee Lab roasts these coffee beans live on Twitch. Brian is very knowledgeable on the coffee process. He's been doing this for over a year now, kind of like us. We ran into Brian early into the roast rate time. I was suggested to him by my sister. And Brian has been a huge asset to this channel ever since. Most of the coffees that we have rated on our roast rates have been from Brian. And he does a fantastic job. If you want to purchase any coffee beans from the Mad Lad, we've got his shop right there at his own command. That is his website. Go check him out. I know I Am Tyler C has himself bought some beans from the Bean Man, as has Luke Force. And everybody, I mean, not just me, have said great things about Brian. He does a great... I'm worried. Shush. Calm down. But both of them have bought beans from Brian, and everybody that I have talked to, heard of, have had nothing but great things from Brian to say about him. If you're looking for a good bean, he has great, very accurate descriptions on his websites. Most of the times when I'm looking for these taste notes and everything, I just grab it right off of his website, and they are right on point. But what we're looking at here, we've got our beans. There you go. You ready? Look. There you go, Riv. Chesh, look at them beans. Look at them. There are them beans indeed. Look at those bad boys. I'm really looking forward to this cup of coffee. It's nice. My grinder is thanking me for not using flavored infused beans. They were a little rough on it, I will say. I'm probably going to have to invest in a new one here soon. Just because I'm getting a little bit of rattling going on from it. I've been thinking about them beans. They are good. I love my Fat Beans Coffee Lab coffee beans. But I assume we're looking, based off of the darkness in the taste notes, I'm assuming we're looking at a medium dark roast. I think he said he went a little darker to draw out the fudgy and nutty notes. Extraction methods such as drip, mocha pot, and AeroPress are really where this coffee shines. It's a good thing we've got a drip pod, isn't it? Luckily, this was our bean sub of the month for this current month. Last month was an Ethiopian that I was going to do. Unfortunately, I ran out of coffee to drink, so I had to bust into him. But this Peruvian Yanatile, as we're going to call it, again, looking for fudgy, nutty tastes with a hint of smoky citrus. I'm excited for this coffee. I hope you're excited for this rating. Luke's favorite part right here, baby. High def steam and everything. Let's dive on in. Okay, so the nutty comes off first. It's a bit nutty, but the nutty taste is what I taste first. The nutty always comes. Thanks, Luke. Thank you for that 10 out of 10 description. Yanatile. Oh, Brian, what do you got to say?
Riv_CA cheered. X10. Let's see what TTS Brian thinks it's pronounced like. Peru Yanatile.
Yanatile. I was close, wasn't I? I was close. Maybe? I don't remember what I said. Oh, wait. You don't have Brian. No, I do not have Brian. Yanatile, though, seems... I bet Cheshire's right, too. I 100% believe Cheshire's right. That Yanatile... Look at her go. That Chesh. She knows her shit. Oh, no, we don't have Brian. We have Susan. It's Susan. Right? Susan? But I get the nutty taste first. I don't get a lot of the... I would be willing to say the fudge and the citrus hit at the same time. That's a weird combination. I will say. It's quite delightful. Not as good as some of the other ones we've had here recently. I'm sorry, Susan. You got the name wrong. That's unforgivable. Susan, you're fired. Sarah, come in here. Getting that fudge. Yeah, the citrus and the fudge kind of come at the same time. Oh, God, Luke. Don't, Luke. Luke, no. This is a wholesome coffee rating. You don't need it. No, I said no, Luke. I said no. But, God damn it. Now I'm worried about what I'm saying. Because I want to say... Yeah, Prus won't knock your socks off just around a cup. Yeah, for sure. It's nothing crazy. The citrus and the fudge at the same time is weird. It's very smooth. Not very bitter at all, which is surprising for a medium dark roast. Because usually, the darker you go, the more bitter the cup of coffee is. It's got a bit of a bitter aftertaste. But the original pull of it is not bad at all. It's a very smooth cup of coffee. The nuttiness at the beginning is interesting. But the fudge and the citrusiness are kind of an afterthought. I'd say it's more nutty than it is. Luke, you gotta stop, man. I'm trying here. You gotta stop. I can't handle the dots. But it's a delightful cup of coffee for sure. Like I said, really well balanced. The nutty taste really is what is in the front of the flavor. And then the rest are kind of like an afterthought. It's still noticeable, but the fudge and the citrus are definitely on top of each other. So it's hard to differentiate between the two. It's just a flavor sensation in your mouth. And then it fades into the little bitterness of a cup of coffee, which I personally like. I really do enjoy the aftertone of the bitterness. For me, the darker the coffee, the better. It's what I'm into. It's what I like. It's what I enjoy. But for a rating, I'm probably looking at a 6 or 7. I'm kind of leaning. My original thought was 6 right from the get-go. So we'll probably go with that. We'll give it a 6, Brian. A very solid cup of coffee. I would drink it over my Maxwell House that I drink every day, as it stands. But nothing crazy out of this world. The Pooks has spoken. He has indeed. But a delightful cup of coffee. We'll go back to the break. What kind of nut? It's not. It's kind of. Chesh. What's wrong with Maxwell House? What is wrong with Maxwell House? Ma'am? I'm looking at you. Everything? What kind of coffee should I be drinking then, ma'am? What's your favorite kind of coffee? I almost want to say kind of a cashewy is what I'm getting. Because I think of like the aftertaste of a cashew. You know what I mean? Like when you bite into it. Haha, squirrel, my dude. How we doing? Thank you for the 11 months.
Just
means
subscribe.
a lot. Cafe Du Monde. Chicory. Medium roast, best coffee. Look. That is too fancy for my work coffee maker. Okay? Too fancy for my work coffee maker. I don't complain because I don't pay for the coffee. It's free coffee. I mean, free, kind of. You gotta give your time, and then I get paid. I get paid to drink coffee. I mean, technically, I kind of get paid to drink coffee now. But anyway, enough of that. On too many tangents. My coffee cup is empty. God forbid. And nutty afterthought. That's what we're ending on. That's what we're ending on. So, we are going to go back. You all right, phone? My phone just went crazy. Anyway, we're going to go back on the break screen. Oh, excuse me. And I'm going to fill up my coffee cup. And we will get back to more Sekiro. And more of you guys adding and taking off hats. Because that's what today's stream is, apparently. I'm down for it. It's fun. We're having a grand old time. I brought a 5th hat in case somehow we get up to 5. Stream Racer. No, we already did Stream Racer. Stream Racer's already done. You've got to wait 2.5 hours. Probably 2 hours at this point. We'll be right back.